Okay, you guys, I know you can hear me now. Happy Friday. Um, I just wanted to get on here because everywhere I look, I'm hearing about people, you know, either sharing their story about how they caught an STD or how someone gave them an STD. And they get online and they're sharing their stories, which is a great thing, because people need to be aware of how high risk these STDs are getting. But at the same time, you guys, I want to feel sorry for these people, but then I don't want to. I don't feel sorry for them, and I'm gonna tell you why. And it's not because I don't care. It's not because I'm not empathetic to people. It's none of those things. It's simply because people are consensually out here. People know what they're doing when they're getting out here sleeping around. Okay, they know that the risks are there. A couple of years ago, I would have to say, yeah, about a couple of years ago, I met a black guy who um, told me that his baby mama gave him HIV. After talking to him, after getting to know him, I had no plans of dating him. Guys, this was in the gap, before I had my kids. He told me, that his baby mama gave him HIV. She was a non-black woman, and he was he of course he was angry about catching it, but he was all about, yeah, I forgave her and da 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 da, and he she ended up giving it to him, and then they ended up breaking up, and she ended up getting pregnant, and their daughter at the time did not catch it, during pregnancy. And I think for situations like that, that is God's way of protecting children from catching these sinful diseases, because they're sinful diseases. They're diseases that you catch when you are sinning. It's like a chastising when you catch these STDs, like syphilis and gonorrhea and chlamydia, et cetera, et cetera. And this is why I talk about celibacy on my channel so much, because a lot of people do not care about themselves. A lot of people do not care about their health, and they would rather get out here and indulge in lust for 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. You would rather get out here and have unprotected, intimacy with somebody, and not understand the risk that comes with it, that the person that you're laying down with may be infected. And the scary part about dating for me is the fact that a lot of people know that they have these STDs, and they know that they're going to give it to somebody if they have unprotected intimacy. And the point behind that is because they figure, I'm dying, I have something, my life is ruined, let me ruin somebody else's life. And this is what people are doing. They're out here ruining people's lives because they know that they're infected, and they want to get other people infected like them too. So instead of them being honest with their partners and telling their partners, no, I don't have anything, you can trust my body with you, they're out here lying, telling people that they don't have anything when they know that they do. And you guys are not asking for STD reports. You're not asking for last doctor visits or any of that. You're just laying down blindly with people who are telling you to trust your body with them. And that is scary. Because in 2025, I cannot go by what a man says. I can't go by, oh, I don't have anything. I can't go by, I'm clean. I can't go by, oh, the last time that I've had any kind of intimacy, because my daughter is out here. was this amount of months, this amount of years ago, when you know that you've been laying up with somebody the night before. And, when women like me say we're not interested in dating, we think about this type of stuff. We think about, and the video that I shared last night of the guy who was a black guy. I didn't know the race of him until he showed himself walking out of the clinic or wherever he was walking from. And another thing you guys need to be mindful of is getting on the internet and disclosing your medical information, because you can't come back and sue somebody for sharing a video of you exposing that you have these STDs. You're putting your health information out here. And if you did not know, HIPAA protects you from discrimination and all that stuff there. You guys are putting your business on the internet. You're putting your lab records on the internet. You're showing your face after you say that you have an STD on the internet. So you can't come back and sue somebody for sharing a video of yours or talking about a video of yours or doing a video of yours and not expecting anything negative to come from that, because people are going to talk. I'm not here to be judgmental about anyone who has an STD or anything like that. But, since this pandemic, since COVID and all this stuff here, I've noticed an uptake in people catching STDs or extremely sick. And I think that needs to be looked at. That's the whole point of why I'm doing this live, because there's too many people, young and old, walking around here. You guys are not babies. You're grown people. You're grown men and women. You're sleeping around and you're passing STDs around. And it's not just single people doing it. I've worked in medical for 10, 15 years. Married couples would come in there. One would have it and the other one wouldn't. Or both would have it. So it's not about single people out here fornicating. A lot of you people who are married, you're committing adultery and you're sleeping around. You're sleeping around too. You're not taking your marriage vow serious because you're out here fornicating and committing adultery with your partners. You're fornicating if you're not married. You're committing adultery if you are married. All of this stuff is in the Bible, you guys. And I know that a lot of people don't follow the Bible. They don't follow religion. But everything that's happening right now in the planet is biblical. At the end of the day, you guys are the ones sleeping around if you're doing this. You're the ones passing these STDs around. So when women are saying we're no longer interested in dating, we have to factor in what is going on with the dating world. Why are so many women opting out of dating? Part of the reason is because of the STDs that are spreading like wildfire. And the fact that a lot of you don't go to the doctor, especially you men, when you catch these STDs, you wait until the last minute to want to go to the doctor. I don't know if you guys heard that video, but that young guy has syphilis in his mouth. He has syphilis in his mouth. And the only way for you to get that in the mouth is you had to be doing something with your mouth. And I ain't just talking about no talking or eating. Yeah, he must have been eating something that was not clean. And a lot of you men are ready to put your mouths, on women in unfamiliar places. You know what I'm talking about. My daughter is still out here. You're ready to hook your mouth like a hook on a fish. You're ready to slurp and suck and all this stuff here, and you don't know what you're slurping and sucking on. Big nasty bumps and Jesus, blisters and pus and all this stuff coming out of these bumps, and you're ready to put your mouth on women. You don't even know where this woman's been. You don't know if she's showered. You don't know if she's, going to the doctor. You don't know who she's been laying up with. Hopefully nobody. But you're just ready to put your mouth on women. And you women too. You're ready to put your mouth and your rear end and everything else on these men. and you're ready to let them go in you, not knowing where they've been and who they've been in. And y'all are just passing these nasty STDs and STIs around and getting upset at people like me who are saying, I'm good on dating. I'm good on dating. I'm good on getting out here dealing with anybody due to the nature of dating. Now, dating was already toxic, especially with people, out here and how they were dating and all this modern dating. And, now we're looking at the political climate and, how toxic it is now. And when you throw in the STDs, this is a cesspool for disaster. And this is why, unfortunately, men and women now are both up and out of dating because we don't want anything to do with out here. And it's only going to get worse, you guys, because, Trump has come after, if I'm not mistaken, the funding for the HIV program. We have a program here in Louisiana called the Ryan White. It's called the Ryan White program. And it is literally for people who have HIV. It is a program that assists with these clients and patients and getting resources and getting their medication and other community services. It's like a community outreach program. Trump has came after these types of programs because it's very clear. He don't want people who have this disease to live. He don't want you to be able to get your medicine and, take care of yourself and be healthy. He literally wants you to literally die, especially if he's coming for the funding. And, all of these new cases are popping up and people are getting infected. And, it's really scary. And the mere fact now you got to keep your immune system up. My advice is if you have this disease would be to get on a good multivitamin. Make sure you're dieting and eating healthy and, get your immune system up because this particular virus weakens the immune system, which makes you more prone to other illnesses, like the flu and the cold and pneumonia and etc. And I'm not against vaccines, but, this current administration does not believe in that. Okay, baby. Have a good day. This current administration does not believe in that. Good morning. This current administration does not believe in that. And they're sitting on these board meetings and talking about Tylenol causes, autism and, if you get your child circumcised, after birth, it can cause signs of autism. I just don't understand, when are you guys going to understand that, you got to take care of yourself, you guys. Because some of these people out here who are catching these STDs, they don't care that they have it. They feel like their life is over and, their life is doomed. So, I mean, what do they have to lose? And a lot of people are not taking their medicine. And that's the other thing. How are you guys going to be able to afford this HIV medicine if, Trump's coming for Medicare and Medicaid and, all of these fundings and, how are you guys going to pay for your medicine if, he's cutting the fundings for these HIV programs? What are you guys going to do? But you guys are out here sleeping around. You're sleeping with somebody's husband. You're sleeping with somebody's wife. You're sleeping with somebody's boyfriend. You're sleeping with somebody's girlfriend. You're a married man. You're a married woman sleeping around. You're a single woman or a single man sleeping around with somebody's husband or wife. And this is why I don't really feel sorry for people who catch these STDs, because you guys are sinning. You're fornicating. You're committing adultery. And then you get on the internet and you're sharing all of your medical business and you're wanting people to feel sorry for you. And people are not going to feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for grown adults who are out here having consensual fun, knowing that the risks are there. The only risk of you not catching an STD is by you not getting out here having sex. Literally. You not getting out here sleeping around is the only way you're not going to catch anything. And if you just love sex and you love the way how it makes you feel as a woman or a man, well, then deal with the consequences of that. And just because your partner tells you they don't have anything doesn't mean that they don't have anything. You guys do realize that these STDs sit dormant in your system for very long periods of time. And while you think you may have one sickness, you might be having something else going on. And then you go to the doctor, you get labs done, you get, urine samples done, because there's multiple ways to check for STDs. Now you got to sit around and you got to wait on these results to come back. And it's just a very scary and traumatizing experience, knowing that you're out here sleeping around. Now, I can see if you're sleeping with one person, but some of y'all are out here sleeping with 5, 10, 15 people. And let me explain to you how. Because the one person that you're sleeping with may be sleeping with 3 other people. And then those 3 other people may be sleeping with 5 people. And those 5 people who have slept with that one person may be sleeping with 10 people. And this is how these STDs are passing, because your chances become higher when you're having unprotected sex with a person who is out here having multiple sexual partners. And then when these people come back, like, you're not just having wound dang one time. Some of y'all are sleeping with these people. They're going out here sleeping with other people. And then they're coming back sleeping with you. And then whatever they catch from those people, they're bringing it right back to you. And this is the part that confuses me. If you with one person and you're having wild fun and the sex is amazing, it's great, how many vaginas and penises do you need to sleep with? I'm just trying to understand. Is it the shape of the penis? Is it the feel of the vagina that's not enough? I'm just trying to understand, why do people have multiple sexual partners? What are you people trying to achieve here? I would think one penis would be enough if I was out here sleeping around. I understand that a lot of y'all like variety. You like. I just don't see what the difference is. Vagina is vagina to me. Shit. Penis is penis to me. Unless, and it's that. There's long penises, there's short penises. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to understand, what is this thing with you guys needing multiple sexual partners? One penis and one vagina is not enough. And that's why I'm mad with that, you guys. I don't feel sorry for these people who are getting on the internet, grown ass people, boohooing and crying because they have an STD. When you knew what the risks were when you got out here and slept with that big booty Keisha, or the spicy Latino, or the Mexican Puerto Rican, you knew what you were sleeping with. Same thing for you women. You knew what you were sleeping with. You wanted Tyrone's Big BBC. You wanted Brad's BBC. So, I mean, and it's not just black people catching these STDs, you guys. It's non-black people too. I'm friends with a lady on TikTok who has HIV, and she's a non-black woman. It's not just black people catching it. It's becoming a worldwide issue, not just an issue in the black community problem. Do you guys understand? And another thing you guys need to understand, when you have these STDs, these things are reported to the health unit. Okay. And then this information is passed along to the CDC. So I don't know what's getting ready to happen now that all of these STDs are running rampant, and all this stuff here, and all these new cases. I don't know what the CDC is getting ready to do, because it is becoming a risk in the population, you guys. Meaning, oh my God, I'm just looking at a big puddle of black damn birds. That's insane what I just saw. I don't know what the CDC is getting ready to do with all of these cases of these STDs and HIV. I don't know what's getting ready to happen. Because, see, when you have a STD that cannot be contained, such as what's going on with these HIV cases, I don't know what they're getting ready to do. So all of you people who are infected, you can't be in civilization. You cannot be in civilization, because you are going to contaminate people out here. You're going to contaminate people if you have these STDs, especially if you are not disclosing your health status. You can also be fined and go to jail, because that is literally a death sentence. And for you people who are out here and you want to have fun, you need to know who you're having fun with. My advice would be to keep your damn legs closed and keep your groins in your pants zipped up and buttoned up. If I were you, shit, if you need to get a feel good, go read a book, go take a walk, go take a shower, go eat a piece of damn fruit. If you feel you need to make something to make you feel good, because it's getting real out here. And some of these people out here just don't care that they are infected. They're infected. So what do they have to lose? They know that their life is over. They know that they're never going to be able to have children. They know that they're always going to be looked down upon in society or judged in some kind of way and looked at like they have leprosy. What do these people have to lose? So what other way is to get out here and have some fun and pass it along to somebody else who didn't ask for it? You would think that these people who have it would just date each other, right? No, no, they don't want to date their own kind. If I knew that I had something like that, I would feel extremely dirty each and every day of my life. Unless you've been, graded or essayed and you caught it that way, I just don't feel sorry for people who are out here sleeping around unprotected, unless you're married. Unless you're married. Now, if you're a married woman or a married man and your partner gives this to you, I sympathize with you, because you're under a covenant, you're under a marriage vow. But for the rest of these people who are not under that, who are just out here being reckless with their bodies and getting on the internet, wanting people to feel sorry for them, I can't do that. I'm sorry. Because it's literally in scriptures about fornicating. It's literally in scriptures about what you're not supposed to be doing with your bodies. And I'm not here to tell people what to do with their bodies. So when you guys are out here catching this stuff, don't expect people like me to feel sorry for you. Unless your husband gave it to you, unless you were great or essayed, or unless your wife gave it to you, I don't feel sorry for anybody who's catching anything out here. Because it is not hard for you to keep your legs closed. It's not hard for you to keep your legs closed. It's not. Many of you just want to, indulge in this because, like I said, you love lust, and unfortunately, sex sells, and sex has become the new thing now. It's in movies, it's in music, it's everywhere, it's in everything. And America has become a hypersexual country, where you can't even talk to somebody unless they're ready to pull down their pants and make you go to downtown with them, and it's sad. It's so sad what America has become. And this is why I'm so glad that I'm not out here dating. I'm not interested in dealing with anything out here pertaining to men, because a lot of you men don't go to the doctor. You don't take care of your health. You don't know when the last damn time you've been to the doctor since your damn mama took you to the doctor. You're just out here sleeping around. You got wives, and you don't care about your wives, your families. Another reason why I'm turned off to dating out here is because, like I told you guys, I met so many men out here who are purposely just sleeping around, and they have wives. Yes, they have wives. They have wives, but they're just sleeping around like it's nobody's business and do not care. They don't care. And then they're telling women, oh, I don't have anything, I'm clean. But then under the surface, you men are not clean. You do have something, and you're passing it to women. And you're infecting the women that you're sleeping with. And they're getting out here sleeping around with some other guy, and now he's infected. And everybody is getting infected. And nobody's been to the doctor to get tested prior to having sex or even after. Women are more prone to go and get checked out quicker than a man would. And a lot of you men are down low. You're gay. You're sleeping with God knows what, and then you're ready to put yourselves into women and sleep with women. And you're out here talking about you're looking for a wife when you're not clean, and that you have not been taking care of your health. And I'm just done with out here. And I don't care if anybody comes across this lives and feels some type of way. Children don't ask to come here, and nobody's out here looking for an STD. But there are people out here taking the risk by getting out here sleeping around and not understanding that doing that comes with risk. So I don't want to hear anybody who's married or dating sitting down worried about why single women are doing because we're smart. We're not dumb. We know what's going on out here, and we're not taking the risk. And, if I'm going to just be honest, because I've been celibate. I've been celibate over 10, 15 years. And I can tell you right now, if I were out here dating anybody's son, you would need to walk on down there to your doctor's office or to the health unit and get tested. And I would need to see those up-to-date results. And not only that, if you are a man who's trying to date me and you have not been celibate for at least a year or two, don't even come my way. Because I don't date men who are out here sleeping around, and I damn sure don't date men who don't take care of their health. So if you as a man has not been celibate in my book, under my terms of at least a minimum 1 year, max of 2 years, preferably, I prefer that you have been celibate at least 2 to 3 years, and you're not celibate for 2 to 3 years. There's no point of you even coming towards me as a man. Yes, I'm going to ask you, when's the last time you've had sex? And if you tell me you've had sex recently, like within the last few months, less than 6 months, I'm going to just block you. I'm going to block you. Unless you just came out of a relationship with a woman and that was the last time you've had sex, I'm not interested in men who sleep around. So if you are a man and you've been sleeping around and your last sexual intercourse was less than 6 months ago, and you tell me that you've been single for, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, etc., and you're out here sleeping around, I'm not interested in you. I mean, I've met men who have told me that they've been single for 2 years, 3 years. Last time they had sex was 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 6 months ago. But you're ready to get in my DM. You're ready to talk to somebody like me who's been self-disciplined herself and celibate for real, for real. And I'm not about to prove anything to you men about that, because men know the women who are out here sleeping around. Seemingly they can tell when a woman drops her panties. I don't know. I'm not about to prove to you by my ring. I've had men ask me, what ring is that you're showing me? And when I tell these men that I'm celibate, oh, what does that mean? If you don't know anything about celibacy or purity, you don't even need to be talking to me, because all of this stuff is in the Bible. But all of you so-called godly men think you know the Bible, you read the Bible, but no, clearly you don't read the Bible. Clearly you don't have a relationship with God, because you don't even understand what I'm talking about. And that's the other thing. If you don't know anything about celibacy or purity or abstinence, you don't need to even be in women's faces like mine, for real. You need to just go on back onto the streets, and that's where you need to be. And this is another thing that confuses me. All of you men who are out here looking for virgins, you know damn well you ain't a virgin. Why do you want to come and ruin some young woman's life when you know you've been out here being a whore? I don't feel like you should be qualified to have a virgin girlfriend or a wife. You are a whore. Just like you men sit down and you call women whores, you're whores too. You're whores too. You're whores. Because if you're out here sleeping around, having fun, and then think you're ready to settle down and find a virgin wife, you've got to be delusional as hell. And if I had a daughter, and I do have a daughter who's a virgin, but if I had a daughter who was eligible to get out here and date, she would not date a man who's out here whoring around. If she is not dating you and you're not a virgin, you would not even qualify for my daughter. You would not qualify for my daughter. And this is what you young ladies need to teach your daughters when they're out here and they're in the dating world, not to deal with these men out here who are sleeping around with multiple women. But they think that they are entitled to virgin wives. And I don't know who told these men that they're entitled to virgin wives when they're not virgins themselves. Just like you men are not qualified for celibate women. Women who have chosen to remain celibacy, whether it's after a marriage, a relationship, or whatever, that's their personal choice. You don't qualify for women like that either. Especially women who have been celibate for very, very long periods of time. I became celibate after I had my children, after my divorce. So you wouldn't even qualify for me if you were a whoremonger. I don't, like I said, if you are a man and you've been out here sleeping around less than 6 months and you were not in a previous relationship, do not talk to me. I'm not interested in you. I'm so tired of meeting men, and when I ask them how long have they been single, they tell me 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, whatever years. And then the last time they had sex was 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I'm not interested in you. I'm not. And I will actually turn you down if you tell me something like that. And I have turned men down like that. I'm just not interested. I'm not interested because you're telling me that you don't take care of your health. You don't do anything. Who? Get the whites off your face. You don't. Just looking over some papers for my son, you guys. You know where we used to get papers in these little manila envelopes. Yeah. Where? In the tote. It's in the tote. Oh, I didn't have my sim. Who? Did I have supposed to in my sim? Yeah, baby. I need a pen. Oh, you did 6 on that. But so far, you did pretty good on all your assignments. You men, some of y'all just don't. Come on, go get a pen out of my purse so I can sign this packet. And get the wipes. You should get on one of these things. You men don't qualify. You don't qualify for certain types of women out here. You don't. And I don't know who told you that you are eligible for a virgin wife. I feel like virgin men and virgin women should be together. That's what I feel. That's how I feel about it. Just like you men say you don't want whores and all this stuff here. Well, there are women out here who do not want men who sleep around. You know, and I can tell you right now, I'm not interested in no man who's been out here sleeping around. I'm sorry. So if you have not been celibate for a minimum, and I'm being nice by saying 1 year, I'm being very nice. I mean, very nice by saying 1 year. Actually, I should make my requirement to be 2 years. But I know that you men, most of you cannot be celibate for 2 years. You can't keep your pedal whacker in your pants. And I'm going to say this, and this might come off as a little rant. I'm sick and tired of you married men approaching me. And I've asked God to just keep you men away from me because I'm so sick and tired of you married men in my DM. I'm so sick of you married men approaching me when you have wives and families at home. Stay away from single women, please. For the love of God. You are a married man. You have a wife and a family. There's nothing that I can do for you. I don't give a damn what's going on in your marriage. I don't give a damn what's going on with your wife. She's not putting out, that's your problem. Go to therapy, get some therapy. You and your wife both and make it work. You're under a covenant. You're under a covenant, men. You're under a covenant, women, when you're married to your husband and to your wife. Keep single people out of y'all messy marriage of business. Here. And here, your papers are not in this folder right now. I'm gonna make sure I ain't got nothing to sign out of this. I'm so sick of you guys. Yeah, I gotta put these papers when you come back today, these gotta go in your yellow folder. The stuff that don't go in your folder. You know, I'm so sick and tired of you married people always in the DMs of people's inboxes like mine. Huh? Let me see. Yeah. Y'all have progress and pastries day today. What's going on with this day? What's going on here? I don't know. Y'all, I think y'all have some kind of dessert thing at the school. But I'm so sick and tired of you guys always in DMs of people's like mine. There's nothing I can do for you. And then these married men, they come with these sob stories. Oh, my wife is not doing this. My wife is not doing that. Sir, I don't care. I don't care. It's the victim mentality with you married men. Oh, my wife ain't took care of me, and this amount of month, this amount of look. I'm just, whoo, yeah. You it's not the single people that have turned me off to dating. It's you married people that have turned me off to dating. Don't you leave out this porch? No, you don't hear your bus.
I do.
Where you hear it at? What?
I hear it.
No, baby, your bus is not in here yet. Your bus does not come to like 7:45, 7:50.
I hear it though.
And it ain't, is it 7:45? No, not quite yet. No, you don't hear your bus.
It wasn't.
You hear other buses, but that's not your bus. And plus, I will get an alert once your bus gets in here. Your bus is not in here.
You say sometimes that don't happen.
Huh? Yeah, because it's not safe for you to be in the yard, baby. I mean, a dog can come out. I mean, it's just, we live in crazy times, okay? So when it's time for your bus to come in here, I'll let you walk right here to the where those steps are. To walk on out to pick that books where I can see you. I feel safer with you up here to that bus come in here. So I'm just and don't go in that house. You need to be out here because it's almost time for your bus to come. Like right about now. Like yeah. So I'm just really sick and tired of you guys because you guys don't take your marriage vow serious, but you want people like me to take the idea of marriage serious. And granted, this isn't everybody's marriages and relationships, but it's the vast majority of how you guys date. You don't date according to biblical scriptures. You don't date according to how God wants you to be in your marriage. Okay. And from my understanding, according to scriptures, the husband is supposed to take care of the wife. He is supposed to love, honor, and cherish his wife. And a lot of you married men don't take care of your wives. You don't love your wives. You don't cherish your wives. You're supposed to love your wife just like you love the church. Let me repeat that again. You're supposed to love your wife just like you love the church. Do y'all want Jack's today?
What?
Jack's?
What that?
Jack's seafood. You know, the popcorn shrimp, what we had last time. Because I really don't feel like cooking today. I really, really do not feel like cooking today. On honesty, you guys, there's this place here called Jack Seafood, which is in Baton Rouge. It's an amazing place. Um, they serve all different kind of stuff on the menu, and I'm just this is just me, you guys. Huh? No, we're not gonna go there. I'm gonna order our food from there when y'all get out of school today, because I really do not feel like cooking today. It's Friday. This is the kind of weather I just want to, I don't know, get a blanket, make me some. Now, what I do need to get from the store is some hot chocolate, and I just want to curl up, and that's probably what we're gonna have the weekend is some cheese toast. I just feel like getting a blanket and rolling up in it and coming out here when I put my son on the bus and just put your jacket on and just wrapping up in a blanket, drinking some hot chocolate or some apple cider and just relaxing. You know what I'm saying? I really don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like cooking. Hell, I even may just get back in the bed and sleep for an hour or two. Um, I have my alarm set when my oldest daughter gets off the bus, and I just don't feel like doing anything. I really don't, you guys. It's Friday and it's just relaxation, and I'm just so tired even though I rested really well last night. Um I am prepared for class, you guys. I am prepared for class. I did take a break away from the whole moving thing for a little while. But I am prepared for class, and I have orientation. My orientation is today. I have to do that before I start classes because everything is going to unlock for classes, right? Everything's going to unlock once I do that orientation. My other classes are going to appear. So I have to do the orientation. It's about 5 hours. I will probably end up doing that. Um, I know not today. No, I just need to kind of relax today. I'll probably end up doing it maybe Sunday evening or something like that. That's probably what I'll do. Um, or even Monday morning, I'll do it. Classes start on the 23rd for me. So I am ready for class. I have my books and everything. So I'm just kind of idling time right now. As for us moving, I did put that on hold, you guys, just for the rest of this week. Hmm?
I think I will put jacket soon.
Do what?
I think I will my
No,
jacket
you did not leave your jacket at school because you came here with your jacket.
Oh, you
Is it in your book set?
No.
Your jacket is not in your book set.
It can't fit in here.
I think you may need to ask your teacher where your jacket is, because you had your jacket Wednesday when it was raining. Yeah, you need to ask your teacher today, where is your jacket? See if you left it in the classroom or the missing and lost found tub or whatever.
It's little.
You need to keep up with that jacket.
No, it is my person. It can't be in here.
So, and I can't write your teacher a note right now because your bus is in here. I don't even have time to even write a note. You know,
My teeth are moving.
well then you need to go double check and hurry up because I think your bus is in here legitimately now. But you guys have ruined the dating world for other people. I'm telling you. You guys are on the dating apps. You know, you're on the dating apps. You're sitting on dating apps knowing you're a married man and a married woman, a partnered man and a partnered woman. And this is the other thing. Even though you're not married to this man or woman, you're still in a relationship, sir or ma'am. And you're sitting on a dating app looking for a threesome, looking for girl, you willing to share your man with another woman? You willing to share your wife with another man? Oh man, I'm so glad I'm not out here dating. You guys have just, I don't know, man. And every time I think about getting out here dating, I think about what the hell's going on out here. And then I just reel myself right back on in because I refuse to get out here. And while many of you are sitting down praying that you find a man, you get a wife, I'm sitting here praying that God just keeps me single because I don't like the dating world out here. I'm not interested in dating out here. I've seen enough on TikTok. I've seen enough on social media with you guys and how y'all date in relationships. I'm just turned all the way off now. I'm just and I feel better and I am more happier when I'm by
I don't
myself.
see my jacket.
Huh?
I don't see my jacket.
Well then baby, you left it at school yesterday.
Yesterday. No, I didn't.
So you brought your jacket here today? I mean yesterday? I don't know, but you had your jacket Wednesday when it was raining.
Yeah.
And if you didn't did you have your jacket yesterday?
No, definitely not.
Well, then you left it at the school.
No, I didn't even took it out of my sack.
Well, then it's in here. I don't know. It's kind of cool this morning, you guys, and my son has misplaced his jacket. And I sure hope he gets his jacket before they get out for fall break, which is next week. Or else I'm gonna have to go buy him a whole nother damn jacket. So you got your jacket.
Yeah.
You make sure you put that jacket on, and when you get off that, well, you need to have your jacket on the rest of the day. I don't even think it's gonna warm up today. You make sure you bring that jacket back home today. Make sure it stays in your book sack if you take it off. No, sir, you need to put that jacket on. It's airish out here.
My bus is here. Oh,
But yeah, you guys, I you guys.
My bus is here. I can go to y'all.
You wait until that bus comes around that corner. You guys have ruined dating so bad. Thank God he found it. You know, but there is a sale on these jackets on Amazon that I'm probably going to end up getting. These fleece coats that are marked down. Yeah, I need to jump on those while they're on. Y'all know me. I catch these sales. And you know, but yeah, you guys have definitely ruined the dating market out here bad. And You guys want people like me to take dating serious, and I don't. And unfortunately, between the STDs, the DB, the femicide, all of it, I'm not interested. I'm realizing that, there's no benefit. Get out of their yard. I'm realizing, get out of the yard and stand back on those bricks.
Yeah.
I'm realizing, and I hate to get off topic, but I'm glad that our house is insulated, because here during this type of weather, it is literally a snake infested harvest time right about now. So our little friends are going to be ready to go into hibernation here in a moment. Little snake friends, and I live out in the woods, so we see them just slithering through the yard here and slithering under these houses, and we can hear these snakes mating and everything. So, and the hissing and the mating and all that. So, yeah, you don't need to get back in that grass. Right around this time here, this is when the snakes want to come out and lay up in the road and be lazy and lay up in the yard, and no rattlesnakes, but water moccasins. We do see a lot of those black snakes, and while you think it's a tree stick, it's really a snake. It's really a snake, and that's why you don't need to be in the grass, because they tend to lay in grass. So we have plenty of cats here. We have plenty of cats here. Not enough mice, but plenty of cats to ward off these snakes. But yeah, we probably do need to spray around our house one more time before the colder weather really sets in. Now would be the time to do it. Spray some diesel around, or whatever around. Just one more time before this colder weather sets in, because this is the time right about now when they want to appear, and we just don't need that. But yeah, you guys have definitely messed up the dating world, and I just don't know how you guys can get out here. Don't you walk out to that road. I told you to wait until that bus comes around that corner. It is not going to leave you, and then you can walk on out to that road. Do not do that. The bus is not going to leave you. I promise you. Go ahead and stand by the steps. Now go ahead. And he does exactly what I asked him not to do. You guys, the bus haven't even stopped yet. And he just runs right on down the road, just like that. He's gone. It's crazy. It is so crazy what my son does, and I'm trying to break him up out of that. That was just insane what happened. And of course, I'm gonna get on him when he get off that bus today. You know, I'll probably refresh him up on Wednesday when they go back. Thursday morning. For fall break. So, as a mom who has a son, and the boys are they're wild. They are so wild. You boys and you men, you guys are wild. And I have to be so stern with my son. Like, I have to stay on his neck continuously, you guys. I told that boy to put that damn jacket on. He did not put that damn jacket on. But this morning he pretended like he was sick and wasn't feeling well, and da da da. He put on a lot of performative acting, and he's very theatrical. You guys, he creates a drama. My son is a Taurus. He creates drama, and it's the performative acting. My oldest daughter used to do it, but my son, yeah, he put on like, "Oh, I'm so sick. Oh, I don't feel good. I'm tired." I says, "No, you're not. No, you're not. And when I went to go pull out the nasty cough syrup, oh, I feel better. I'm not sick. It's the performative acting. It's the acting. He knew he left that jacket in the house, but he had to create a drama filled scenario to get me all intertwined out of the live with you guys, even though no one's here. You guys will catch the replay. To, to continue on with his bull crap. And this is what you mean. You guys love creating attention on yourself. You love the drama on yourself. And when women are not giving, he knew I was live. He knew I was live, but he had to create this drama to entertain, get me all intertwined in what he had going on. When he knew that that damn jacket was in that house, he knew that it was in there. He knew exactly where it was, but he created that scenario for what 5 or 7 minutes to get me all intertwined in that. And like I said, you men love drama. Y'all are just attention seeking whoremongers. Y'all really are, especially you men. Your sons too. Y'all love attention a lot. Y'all love attention a lot. A lot. And when women are not giving you attention, you have your little temper tantrums. And that's what my son had this morning. A little man tantrum. I don't feel good. I says, oh, let me pull out the nasty cough syrup. Oh, no, I feel better now. And he knew the damn jacket was in the house, you guys. He knew that it was in there, but he also knew that I was live too. So let me pull mommy out of the live so that she can give me a little attention because I want attention. I'm sick of that. You guys, men get on my damn nerves. They really do. But these boys, yeah, you gotta be stern with them, ladies, especially if you have a son. When I had my son, and the ultrasound tech was doing and at the time my ex-husband was at work, his job refused to let him get off to be there. And I hated him for that bullshit as well as his boss. And I went off on his damn boss. And when I saw my son on the ultrasound looking, and it's just so creepy. I have ultrasound pictures and videos where my kids are looking out in my womb, out at the ultrasound. Like they know that they're being monitored. And my son was playing with the goddamn thing that they had, the ultrasound rod, the one that they put into you, the vagina one. Yeah, he was playing with that shit. And Snooks, come here. What are you doing? Come here. I got 4 damn children. I got my children in this damn cat. They are hard. You guys are no, that's not you. No. Don't come to me. No, a wrong cat. And he looking at me like, what you calling me for? Wrong cat. Sorry. Yeah, these male cats think that they run shit. Yeah, they think that they run shit here. So we're not worried about any snakes because we got nothing but black cats in this yard. Like every cat here is black. So you guys know how our house is for Halloween. It's really the spooky attire. But anyways, um, and when the ultrasound tech says, "Oh, you see some denticles," it says, "Oh, it's a goddamn boy, huh?" Yeah, I saw my son's nutsack. I knew then it was a damn boy. I knew then it was a damn boy. I says, damn, got my damn son. See, that's what you get for bringing your big black ass over here messing with Snooks. And she ought to eat your ass up. Very territorial. You males trying to run shit. And my cat is about to tear in on this male cat's ass and she will eat him up to strip it. But yeah, you guys yeah, that's what you better do, cat. You better get on up out this yard because that ain't gonna work over here, homeboy. So yeah, you guys have definitely messed it up here, and I just don't know how you guys are getting out here dating. Like, because some of you are thinking, oh, it's just a little STD, it ain't gonna do nothing. It's bullshit. Bullshit. There's too much going on out here. You guys better keep your legs closed. If you are smart, keep your legs closed. Because ain't nothing out here but heartache, headache, and strife. That's it. So, guys, I'm going to get off of here. I really don't want to do this 5 hour orientation today. Oh, but I know that I have to do it. I know that I have to do it, but I don't want to do it, and I'm not going to do it today. I'm sorry. I'll probably end up doing it Sunday evening. My kids are going to be out for those 3 days. But then I know I'm going to be lazy the weekend. So if I feel like doing it today, which I don't feel like it, wasn't planning on it, I'm going to go ahead and get that out the way so that I can enjoy my weekend and not have to do anything, um, for this little break we're going to have, including the weekend. So I'm going to get out of here, you guys. You guys have a good morning. Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. I will see you guys in the next one. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I know that I go live early. Um, and I know that I'm not consistent on what time I'm going live. So, yeah, I know you guys catch the replay. So, I just sometimes spontaneously get on here and go live. I don't have a set time and day when I go live, you guys. But yeah, I'm going to get off of here. You guys have a good one, and I will see you guys in the next one.